Actually, I'm not sure what the fuck I'm doing, so you'll excuse me. Okay. So I want to start doing a video series on what I'm up to on a kind of moment to moment, or just whenever I get around to posting it kind of basis. So we're going to start on here. Take you into the process of where I am inside of this project. And what I'm trying to do is, to give you the grand scheme, is to create kind of like raw building blocks that then later on get shaped into something. Maybe something like free content. Live electronic music remix kind of stuff. The ultimate album, you know, if you had in your mind this ideal of what an album should be, or a kind of a vision, if you're an artist and you have a vision about what your art should be, the highest realizations of those values and ideals and whatever, that's sort of what I'm aiming at, this sort of impossible dream. And I don't even know if I'm just like crazy, or if I should give up, or what. There's a lot of tensions and fears and whatever associated with it. In many ways it doesn't matter what we have now. It's sort of like, you create something, you look at it, you try and have an eye for the potential of it, for what you might be able to use it as. It's a little bit like staring at clouds. You know, what do you see in the clouds? What do you see in the sonic canvas? And you're looking for, in that canvas, what you're looking for is this something inside that you want to express. Something inside that I want to express that is core to who I am. A kind of old, well, a very old idea of what a confession is, which is to confess your experience of experience, almost like your soul in the universe of being conscious, what's your experience of that, and to try and give an account of that, and to try to articulate that through music. And so that's quite an undertaking, and there's a lot of things, because ultimately, like, I want to make a living doing this kind of thing, and so that seems like impossible. And everything looks daunting, and, you know, I don't know, you know, like, where any of this is going to lead, but I'm sure it'll lead somewhere if I can keep at it. And that's the main thing, is just keeping at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of what I got. So what I'm doing is searching for sounds, creating digital instruments that'll be a part of, that could potentially be a part of a final project. It's all very experimental, it's all very, it's in a process of intuition, of searching where you don't really know how the pieces are going to fit together, and that's part of what is slightly terrifying about it, because, you know, it's very easy to just go on and on and on, and then you don't have any results at the end of the day, and that is a challenging thing to sort of deal with. So what I'm doing right now, or have been doing for the last few days really, has been programming synthesizers in a program that goes by the name of Reason. Reason is a particular type of music production environment, and what is unique about Reason in relationship or in comparison with other production environments is a very modular world. And what this means is that the components that you use to process stuff or to build or to synthesize stuff, to synthesizers to make a synthesized sound, or if you're mixing audio, the tools, the effects that you use, there's a kind of a modularity in how you put these different pieces together in order to craft a sound that is a unique way of working that's unique to Reason. You can kind of see how things are wired together. What I mean by the modularity. What has been surprising to me is just how much of a joy it's been. And as I say, last 3 or 4 or 5 days, I've been just programming synthesizers. I have some here on my desktop. I got a laptop that I've been programming synthesizers on too. We've had really bad, rough heat lately, and I haven't been able to work down here because there's no AC, and my brain melts. I'm not capable of working here, so I've been doing it on the laptop. And essentially, what this is creating a kind of a sonic palette, potential palette that you could, during the production of a piece of music, you could use this palette for that piece of music. You know, we don't yet know what that piece of music is going to look like, but it seems like this is be one of the components. And I just think this is kind of like a video game app. Sense of flying through air and it's kind of interesting to get. Very often what happens is that, you know, like to go and program a sound, that takes a while. You know, as I said, I've been sitting here for the last 3 or 4 days programming sounds. And normally what happens is you're in a production environment, you're in a workflow, you want to get something done. And so you could sit down and spend a lot of time programming a patch, or you could go through a browser system and kind of try and find a patch that's like a factory patch that everyone else who owns the software probably has access to, and see, well, is this appropriate, you know? And so your sound in that instant isn't as individual to your work as it would be if you sat down and really did the work of programming all your patches yourself. And I usually have a combination of patches, and there are strategies to help your sound be unique, even though you're using factory patches. I mean, I don't think just because you're using factory sounds means your stuff isn't unique or your sound isn't unique or any of that. But these are all kind of issues of the trade. Now this stuff sounds good because the piano, my keyboard, is not working at all. So I'm in this kind of nightmare reality, apparently, that like I can't even begin to tell you how annoying it is. feels somewhat cursed because it's like for some fucking other pieces, like this thing is all fucking won't work. What's this? See the complexity of some of these things, you know, there's like all this shit going on in here. That's all I know. All this stuff. Yeah, you see pan control. Yeah, that's pan. This one's gonna be really. This one seems to be. It's really all just about noise, really. So what we got done here. Oh yeah, this was to be kind of a, it's like a bell. It's that analog quality to it. That reminds you a little bit of like Blade Runner, doesn't it? What else we got here? This is something, huh? Pretty interesting. You can see on all of these the stereo spread is really nice. So we got anything else? So that's it.